What is up, guys? My name is Cameron. Welcome to the channel. And in today's video, we're going to be doing some early springtime surf fishing. This is a great time of year because pretty much everything is flooding onto the beaches right now. You have the possibility of catching drum, red drum and black drum. You can even catch sheep's head out here right now as they move their way offshore to spawn. You can catch whiting, as always, really big whiting though in the early spring months. And you can even catch pompano when the water is nice. But as you can tell, the water is not nice today. It is dirty, muddy, brown, and a little disappointing to say the least. With that being said, we are fishing an incoming tide right now. It's about 10:30 in the morning. The tide just switched and it is starting to rush in. And I do see some cleaner water, maybe about 120 yards out. So hopefully that'll come a little closer for us so we can reach it when we cast. All we're gonna be doing is throwing some single drop rigs. All rods are rigged up the same. So we just have some 30-pound leader right here. We have a small size 2, I believe size 2 circle hook. This one already has some bait on it. And then we just go down from there to a little pyramid weight or spider weight, whatever you need for the conditions. Today, a pyramid's fine. And that's it. We're using a mix of ghost shrimp and normal shrimp. We pumped some ghost shrimp though, and that seems to be getting the bites. And we're just gonna cast this out and see what we can catch. And if we do manage to catch something, then I'm going to be doing a catch and cook on the beach. I brought all the stuff to cook it up, and I think it's gonna be real fun and something a little bit different. So let's go ahead and send this out. I'm gonna show you where we're casting. We're casting super close right here. Right on the, oh, that middle rod just got bit. We're on. I don't know if he's still on here or not. He might have came off. Big rod just got bit too. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's nothing on here, but the big rod's bit. Let's go to another rod. I don't know if we have them. So really the target today is whiting and drum because the water is way too dirty for pompano. Like our chances of catching one is like, we have like a 5% chance if even. Nothing on here, man. We missed both the bites. That's all right though. And we've actually been fishing for a little while, and unfortunately, this is a great time of year to fish the beach, like I said, but it's also the time of year when those hardheads start moving back into the surf. So we've caught quite a bit of hardheads already. Definitely not what we want to catch, but we've actually already caught a couple whiting mixed in. So we're gonna rebait all these rods, send them back out, and then hopefully we'll start catching some fish. Let's see what happens. All right, we're gonna rig this rod back up, or sorry, bait it back up. Just got a small piece of shrimp here, that's all you need. If you're getting a lot of bites and missing the fish, there's two things you need to change. One, you need to use a smaller piece of bait, because if it's too big hanging off, the fish will just pull it and rip it straight off. And the second thing is use a smaller hook. These whiting have pretty small mouths, and if you're using too big of a hook, you're gonna miss them every time and they'll just rip the bait off. So we got our shrimp on here, and then I like to take some of this bait elastic. If you don't know what this is, it's just a really stretchy thread, or an elastic thread that is used to keep your bait on the hook, and it works wonders. It makes it so you can cast as hard as you want, as far as you want, and not have to worry about that bait coming off. And it also keeps your shrimp on there, so whenever you get bit, if the fish misses it, the bait's still on the hook and it'll come back and hit it again most of the times. So just wrap it around there real tight, break it off, and look at that, perfect bait. And this stuff is an absolute necessity if you plan on using ghost shrimp. For regular shrimp, you could get away with just hooking them, although I really like to use this. But if you're using ghost shrimp, there's no way you're casting them out without this stuff. Let's go ahead and send this guy out. Once again, we're just going right here, up shallow. I usually like to run 2 rods shallow, or 1 rod shallow, 1 rod far out. So right now we have these 2 up shallow in the first gut, and we're casting the big one over it. But all that we've gotten farther out is hardheads, and the whiting, and the 2 whiting that we've caught actually came from right here, like 20 yards, not even, 15 yards off the beach. And that's something that I always stress, do not cast over the fish. Where you cast is more important than how far you cast at the beach. So always cast down in those guts on either side of the sandbar. If you don't know where a sandbar is, the sandbars are where the waves are breaking. You can see the waves and the whitewash right there. That's right on top of the sandbar. So either cast on this side or the other side. I prefer the front side of the sandbar. There's a nice little deep trough from those waves crashing in it, and usually those fish are just cruising up and down in there. So now that we got our rod out, just a waiting game. Oh, big rod just got bit. Look at that, it's getting thumped. Oh. I think I got him. Yeah, he's on here. See what we got. Please be a whiting. What is that? Looks like a nice whiting. Okay, let's go. So that right there is exactly what we're after today. This is a Gulf kingfish, commonly known as a whiting in most parts of the Gulf Coast. And they are absolutely delicious. I call these the crappie of the sea. They taste just like a crappie, super white, flaky meat, and just an amazing fish to fry up or bake, grill, whatever. Now this guy is a little on the smaller side, so we're gonna pop him off. They don't get huge, but they do get bigger than this. And this, a little one like this, not really worth it to fillet. So we're gonna pop that hook out and get a release. And the other cool thing is, whiting do not have a size limit or bag limit in Texas. While I don't recommend keeping the small ones because there's not much on them, you could do whatever you want, and you can keep however many you want. So they're perfect for a fish fry. And they are also perfect for bait. Bull redfish and sharks absolutely love those things. Let's bait back up, cast back out, and once again, we just repeat the process and wait. We're gonna check our middle rod here. This one is the only one with a spider weight, so it's the only one that shouldn't be moving, and it's the only one that is moving. That tells me that something is biting it. Oh yeah, we do have a little fish. Check it out, a little whiting. He's so small that you couldn't even pull that weight out of the ground. It's only a 2-ounce weight too. There we go, another fish though. It's actually been a while since we got a bite. Got those 2 bites right whenever I was recording the intro. Casted all the lines back out, and it's been like a good 20 minutes without a bite until this guy. So, oop. We still got plenty of bait on this one. Send it back out. Okay, we're bit on this rod right here. We got him. Doesn't feel too big, feels decent. Hopefully it's a nice whiting. Nope, it's a little one. There we go, another fish though. Always fun catching something. Toss that guy back. We definitely need another piece of bait on here. He ripped that ghost shrimp off pretty bad. Let's go grab another one, hook it up, and put it right in the same spot. All right, check this one out, guys. Off camera, my brother just caught this big old whiting. That thing's like at least 13, maybe 14 inches. So that one is going in the cooler for the catch and cook. And we're gonna see if we can get some more, because all of our rods just got bit like in a row. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that, as I'm talking. That's a good one. Oh, stay on, stay on. As I'm talking, yeah, this is a nice one. That bite died out for a minute, and it seems to be turning back on. Ooh, this thing is fighting good. If this is a whiting, it's gonna be my nicest one of the day. It is. Another nice one. Look at that. A little bit smaller than the one he just caught, but that's still a great fish. Yeah, that's a solid guy for sure. Boom, another beautiful whiting right here. I think we're gonna go ahead and put this guy in the cooler, and then we're not gonna keep any more this size. We're only gonna keep them if they're bigger than this. but we really don't need that much more. So we might keep, so we'll keep this one and then maybe 1 or 2 bigger ones, and that's it. Let's bait this rod back up and get it out there. They are feeding. That tide is rushing in. Matter of fact, we got plenty of shrimp still on here. Man, as I was getting the other rod, this one just got bit again. Let's see if he's on here. He is. We got him. Oh, it's jumping. Look at that. Not near as big as the last two. We're gonna pop this guy off and throw him back. His lucky day. Let's go out for round 3 with that same piece of shrimp, same exact spot. Man, I looked down, I was recasting another rod, I looked down and this thing was bent over so much. Got him. This is the big surf rod. Man, this thing was like all the way bent over. That's crazy. And it's a nice whiting. Honestly, I expected this thing to be way bigger for that type of bite. This is a nice one, but it's nothing huge. Luckily for this guy, I think that we have enough fish for now, so we're gonna go ahead and let him go. He is not getting released in that grease today. Yeah, he's still here. I'm gonna show you guys how to clean up these whiting right now. This is the biggest one of the day, a real solid one, and it's super simple to clean. All we're gonna do is we're just gonna go at an angle, then we're gonna turn that knife and work it down that backbone, just like that. Check that out. You don't get much meat off them. That's why I encourage y'all to not keep the little ones. They're not really worth it. But look at how clean that meat is. Check that out. We're just going to cut these pin bones out right here. Cut the rib bones out, I should say. Not the pin bones. And then we're going to take that meat off the skin. Just like this. And that right there is a little whiting nugget or a whiting fish finger. Check that out. See, you don't get much. That's why you got to have quite a few of them. But a few of these is going to be plenty for tacos, and we're making some really simple fish wraps or fish tacos today. So I'm going to clean up the rest of these things, and then we're going to get to cooking them. Okay, we've got all of our fish cleaned up here, and we're going to go ahead and fry them up. And all I'm doing is just season them real simple with some garlic salt. This is such a good fish. No off-putting fishy flavor whatsoever. And they just take the flavor of whatever you put on them. Just such a clean, light, just such a clean, white, flaky fish. So garlic salt, and then we're gonna take some Italian breadcrumbs. And this is just gonna help us get a better crust on it. We're gonna smack these all over it. There we go. And now we're gonna go straight into that hot oil. Perfect. Smells good already. I think the only thing I forgot was a spatula. I'm gonna have to look and see if I brought one. All right, we're gonna let those go about 2 minutes on each side. These fillets are real thin. It does not take long at all to cook. So about 2 minutes on each side, and then we'll be ready to eat. Well, we've got our fish cooked up. Now we're just gonna heat up these tortillas and then we'll be ready to build this wrap. And man, you cannot tell me this fish doesn't look good. Check that out. We already sampled one. It's absolutely delicious. Got them nice and crispy. Let's go ahead and build this fish wrap. So we're gonna go in with our arugula on bottom. Just like that. Well, we might as well use it all. Then we're gonna put a big old piece of fish on here. A couple smaller ones. Look at that. The colors are popping. And then we'll finish it off with our sauce. Oh my gosh. I'm hungry. This is the first thing we've had all day. It's already in the afternoon here. Technically, I should be able to fold this up like a burrito, but I can't. Check that out. A little beach catch and cook. Let's give it a taste. Man, that is super good. Those Italian breadcrumbs got nice and crispy on the outside, and that arugula pairs really well. And that Caesar dressing, it's like peppery, just so full of flavor. I'm gonna get another bite real quick. No matter what ingredients we had, I knew this was gonna be delicious because it was fresh caught fish, about as fresh as it gets. We caught these fish less than an hour ago, and we threw them in the cooler and kept them alive until right before it was time to clean them. Turned out great. But I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, maybe some camping videos, stuff like that out on the beaches, or really just anything. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're not already. If you are, like always, I thank you guys so very much. I'll have the links to everything, the Salt Mafia gear, hats, the fishing rods, all the stuff I use in the description. Make sure to check it out. And until next time, peace.